What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Behind me is water, as you can tell. I'm not going to tell you what body of water it is because I don't want you guys coming here and stealing my spots. But let's just say there's a couple 10-pounders in here. I've talked to some people. I've fished here before. This one guy said he caught 2 6s, a 10, and his buddy caught an 11, all in the same week. So I'm not saying by any means I'm gonna catch a 10 today. I'll finish this quick before it falls because it's kind of tipping. What was I saying? Yeah, so I'm not saying I'm gonna catch a 10 at all today by any means, but it's overcast. It just finished raining. It's been raining for like the whole morning. So I came over here this evening. We're gonna just throw the frog. I actually got my one rod right here with the frog tied on. I got a bunch of different frogs in my backpack, so we're gonna see what works and see what doesn't, and hopefully we'll catch some fish. There's not much more to say. We're just gonna go fish from the bank, walk down the river until I can't go any farther, and we might catch a big one. Stay tuned, you'll have to wait and see. Alright, so we're doing frog fishing today. My frog fishing history isn't really the best. I kind of struggle a little bit to get these fish in once they bite, if they bite, but hopefully that changes today. So, frog fishing, what is it? How do you catch fish with a frog? What? Fish even eat frogs in real life? Well, the answer is yes, fish do eat frogs in real life. Yes, live frogs. So, here's the deal. Go to the store, get yourself a nice little frog lure, right? Well, I guess first you need a fishing rod. I use a bait caster. You guys gotta learn how to use a bait caster if you wanna go frog fishing, okay? Bait caster just means this kind of rod, this kind of reel. Look it up if you don't know what it is. There's plenty of videos on it. So, get a bait caster, get some braid on there. I like using 30-pound braid just to get those fish out of that dense stuff. A lot of times you're fishing vegetation just like this. So a 30-pound braid. The difference, there's 3 types of fishing line for you beginners out there. There's braid, fluorocarbon, and monofilament. Braid and monofilament float. Braid isn't stretchy and it's super strong. Monofilament is stretchy. So just use braid because it floats. It's good for frogs. All right, then get yourself a frog lure like this. Doesn't have to be exactly like this. I like using the ones with the skirts. That's just what works for me. Now this skirt was about 1/4 of an inch longer. I trimmed it down just to make the profile a little bit smaller, so these bass have a better chance of actually hitting these hooks when they bite into them. Yep. So frog fishing, how do you do it, right? So you take your frog, you take your fishing rod, you yeet your frog out there. He hits the water. You just reel him in. Little twitches, pause, twitch. Do you guys see how there's these pockets in between the lily pads and in this grass, in this like mucky grass out here? I will work my frog up until that point and then stop him in the opening. Because a lot of the times these bass will be sitting in those openings looking up, especially when it's cloudy like today. And they'll be looking up, stop that frog, give it a couple twitches, bang, they clap it. When they clap it, set the hook. What setting the hook is, literally, you just take your rod, go from what is it? It's like, I don't even know, but imagine there's like a clock, right? So imagine in front of me there's a big clock. You got 12 o'clock up here, you got 6 o'clock down here. You want to take your rod from 5 o'clock to like 3 o'clock. Just yeet. What that does is, if the hook is not already in the bass, like if he just has his mouth around the frog but the hook's not actually in his mouth, then you yanking it will set that hook into his lip, past the barb, and you should be good to go. Also, what that will do sometimes is you'll just end up pulling the frog out of his mouth, and then you will just cry and be super sad and give a couple smacks to your kayak like I did in New Hampshire. But that's okay, because it's all a learning process. And with these tips, you guys hopefully will be able to go out and catch some fish with a frog lure all by yourself. I'm hoping though, since it's overcast and pretty cool today, like it's in the 60s, it's been like in the 80s for the last month or so. I'm hoping that'll get these fish a little hungry, a little active. All right, but there's plenty of lily pads for me to fish. I'm just gonna say the name of the game today is to just keep on moving until I find that one productive section. I feel like it's a frog day. I mean, why wouldn't it be? Oh. No, he spit it. Oh. All right. That's a good start. I will take it. I will take it. Look at that hook, completely exposed. I just didn't stick him hard enough. I set the hook like a madman, but I might have done it a little bit too early. How's my drag? That could also have been the deciding factor. It feels pretty damn good though, to be honest. That fish was exactly where I expected him to be. Now we just gotta actually land one. Ooh, that was a pretty clean cast. Holy sh! Guys, that was a giant fish. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's like a 6-pounder. I barely saw him. That was nuts. He was so shallow too. That was actually nuts. What the heck? I've never seen a bass do that before. Holy crap. Holy crap. Did you guys see that bass? Oh my god, that fish just jumped 3 feet out of the water. Are you serious? What is going on? What is going on right now? Literally what? That's the highest I've ever seen any fish jump out of the water. That was, what the heck? They're obviously eating on top right now, and I don't know. They don't give a rat's ass about what I'm throwing at them though, that's for sure. Dude. I don't know if it's a bass or a carp. Carp have a tendency to jump, but he's all the way down there now. Look, oh yeah, that's a bass. You saw that? I got that on video. 100%. All right, we're gonna catch this rocket bass if it's the last thing I do. You guys had to have seen that. It's so difficult to stay calm and stay patient when fish are literally jumping out of the water like a couple yards from where you're casting. Oh my God. And I cast into a tree. And I get it caught in another tree and another tree. You see this, guys? This is how clutch I am. When it really matters. You know, when like a, I don't know, 7-pound bass jumps out of the water 20 feet in front of you, you just get snagged, because that's just how it works, or at least that's just how I work. Ooh, something big just spooked off right over there. Maybe just right in front of me. Come on, stay pinned. Alright, he's not a monster, but we'll definitely take it. Oh. And you know, he's not as bad as I thought he was. Oh. Definitely not a big fish for this. Definitely not a big fish for this river, but still a quality bass. I'd say about a pound. All right, so we only need one about 8 times the size of you. See you later, my guy. Oh, thank God. We got one. Nice. I was really afraid he was gonna come off there for a second. I was also afraid it was a monster and I'd never get to look at him. But the frog did it again. Now here's a question. Given the amount of absolutely monstrous bass that live in this river, what are the odds that if I were to hook up into another fish, it was not a 3+ pounder? Riddle me that, huh? I'd say the odds are pretty low. Whoa! Okay, that might have been a carp, actually. It's hard to tell now. It's really hard to tell, because I've seen carp jump like that before. There's really not one bass. And all of these lily pads. I don't believe that. Oh! We had one. I just yeeted the frog out of his mouth. Dang it. That was a really light bite though. I don't feel like that fish was very big. But it gives me reason to keep fishing this spot. That's for sure. Oh, he missed it. That's him. There we go. Stay pegged, baby. Stay pegged. Stay pegged. Yes! Oh my God. Wow. Guys. This is one long bass. Holy hell. Holy hell. I think we'll get a weight on him. Just for the fun of it. Alright. Hey lady. You gonna turn on for me? What do we got? 2.6 pounds. Not a bad fish. I'm gonna give her some water. How you doing, sweet girl? One more shot. This beautiful girl. Before we put her back. Look at that bass. On the frog. Oh, she's ready to go. Here we go, sweetie. See you later. She absolutely drenched me. Pew! There's no better feeling in the world. No better feeling. I just have to say this, guys. It feels so good to be rewarded after grinding it out for 3 hours. Granted, 3 hours is definitely not the longest I've ever fished. And it's not even up there. Like, I've gone for like 8, 12-hour days and not caught a single fish. But it does feel good. We got 2 today. Definitely a successful day out on the water. We didn't catch the 10-pounder that I mentioned earlier in this video, but, you know, that's like a once-in-a-lifetime catch, so I don't really care that I didn't catch a 10-pounder today. I would have liked to break my PB, but I always would have liked to break my PB, so that's just something that comes with time and effort. But yeah, we caught 2 nice ones, both on the frog. We stuck to the frog pretty much the whole time, and it was awesome. It was... Today was a pretty unique day, which is why I decided to go fishing. I didn't wake up early enough to go in the morning, obviously. And so after I got off work, I was just like, you know what? It stopped raining. It's overcast. It's completely overcast. It's like 60 degrees, 62 degrees. It's been like 80s, 90s for the past like 3 weeks. So this weather has to be doing something for the fish, and it definitely was. It was a crazy couple of hours of fishing. And I'm glad I got to bring you guys on for the ride. Thank you guys for watching.